Well, a lot of people ask, what's going on with Q, man? What's going on with Q? Arrests, firings, all this stuff. There have been a lot of corporate firings of the big name tech companies that Q had said watch out for. Way in advance, by the way. So we've got a fella here, you might see on the screen. This is Alphabet. You know Alphabet is Google and YouTube and all that. That's their parent company. That is the company. Remember, Sergey Brin stepped down. Larry Page, he's stepping down. All these people stepping down, as Q said would happen. This guy is, what was he? Chief Legal Officer, David Drummond. So this is from TechCrunch.com. This just happened today, the 10th of January 2020. The changing of the guard at Alphabet continues. Roughly 1 month after Google founders Larry Page and Sergey Brin announced they'd be stepping down as the CEO and president of the search giant's parent company, one of their top lieutenants, Alphabet's chief legal officer, talk about an important position, all the spying and all the crap that Google's been doing. Well, our chief legal officer, he said it was okay. Not anymore. Alphabet's chief legal officer, David Drummond, told employees that he is, I'm going to leave the company. In a memo shared with Bloomberg and reprinted below, Drummond said that, quote, with Larry Page and Sergey now leaving their executive role at Alphabet and the company entering an exciting new phase, he is, after careful consideration, retiring to make way for the next generation of leaders. So hold on. Your company, Alphabet, is entering an exciting new phase. I think now is a good time to just go ahead and step down. I don't care about anything exciting. No, I'll go ahead and just retire. And where's he going in? Why are you retiring? Well, just to make way for the new generation of leaders. Huh. Most exciting times coming. You're going to step down now. Like I said when Sergey Brin and Larry Page stepped down, tech prices, stock prices are out of control. They're at all-time highs. Your companies are expanding like leaps and bounds. You guys are stepping down now? Or is there something more to the story? As Q has said. Though Alphabet has long supported Drummond... Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, skip the paragraph. His departure can't surprise many in Silicon Valley. In November, Alphabet's board of directors opened an investigation into how executives at the company have handled misconduct claims, forming both an independent subcommittee and hiring a law firm to look into the issues. Presumably, much of their attention was focused on Drummond, whose long ago extramarital affair, of course, shocker, with one employee, also a shocker, same company, with whom he shares a child, shocker, first surfaced in a story by The Information in 2017, and who more recently married another employee from Google's legal department. Just as this guy's got to be a winner. He wants to be with winners. He doesn't need to be with him. He's a winner already. You had a wife, you had an extramarital affair, with an employee, got them pregnant, dumped them, married another employee. Boy, this guy, no wonder why he made it to the top at, Google. Oh, geez. Though Alphabet has long supported Drummond, he helped incorporate the company when it was founded in 1998 and remained one of its top executives. The corporate giant came under pressure to do something after Drummond's earlier affair began to garner unwanted attention. Specifically, the former employee with whom he shares a child, Jennifer Blakely, published a post on Medium last summer in which she described Drummond as a serial philanderer who left his wife for her, then left her and the son that he fathered with her for another now former Google employee. Blakely also claimed Drummond had an affair with his personal assistant, who he moved into one of his new homes. One day later, Drummond issued a statement of his own, acknowledging his relationship with Blakely and their difficult breakup 10 years ago. He went on to state that, other than Jennifer, I have started a relationship excuse me, I never started a relationship with anyone else who was working at Google or Alphabet. Any suggestion otherwise is simply untrue. Oh, because they don't work there anymore. Oh, got it. Got you. Okay. Days after issuing the statement, Drummond married a Google employee. Oh, after issuing the statement. Oh, okay. That's even better. I'm not currently messing with any employees, but and I'll take nothing less than that. A couple days later, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and date another employee. Oh, God, these people are such morons. See, they don't make it to the top because of how smart they are. They make it to the top because they're part of the club. They'll push the illegal agendas that are put before them. That is how they make it to the top. Not everyone was supportive of Drummond inside the company. In addition to employees who've pushed back against the company's culture in recent years, Bill Morris, who founded Google's venture arm and as the unit's CEO, reported directly to Drummond, had a strained relationship with him, Morris says. Specifically, Morris tells Axios that Drummond is why he left GV back in 2016. Quote, I had been asked in the past why I left. David Drummond is the reason I left Google. I simply could not work with him any longer. It's that simple. We have very, very different ideas about how to treat people, and this was a long time coming, he said. Drummond made a substantial fortune throughout the course of his career with Google and then Alphabet. He was paid $47 million last year. According to stock filings tracked by CNBC, he also sold $77 million worth of stock earlier this month, following sales of more than $70 million stock in November and again in December, just before Page and Sergey Brin said they were departing their roles. Roughly 6 years ago, Brin also reportedly dated a Google employee while still married to his first wife, 23andMe founder Ann Wojcicki. Both Page and Brin remain on the board of Alphabet. Drummond's last day with the company will be January 31st. In his note to employees as follows, which... Do I need to read? Do I need to go there? You want me to read the damn note to you? No. No, because there's really one important thing here. There's really just one important thing. And that is this. These elitists thought they could get away with anything. Misconduct employees, other employees presenting them with misconduct of those other employees, them turning the other way, blind eye. They're in, again, some of these people were having, orgies inside the office. Not this guy per se, but you've heard this kind of thing at, I'm trying to think, which one was that one? I don't even remember now. One of these social media giants. Like, they just think they're on top of the world. And they got all their people in place. Again, they're part of the club. Nothing can ever happen to me. I'm untouchable. Because all the illegal spying and data collection they've been doing has been handed over directly to the deep state via, not via, but to the CIA, to, hang on. Sorry, Evelyn was coming in for a little something. I just took her home today from the hospital. Went and picked her up. Got to hold baby Ian, like bare chest style. They call it kangaroo. You can kangaroo your child. Okay. So I held him for about an hour and sang to him a little bit, little slight beatboxing to him a little bit in case he remembers when he was in the belly, me doing that. Remember that video I was doing? And he was lifting his little head up, like peeking his eyes open, looking up at me, like literally 34 weeks old, able to move his damn head around. And he, looks like literally lifts his head up and looks up at me. His little eyes open up. I don't know if he can see properly yet, being 3 days old, I really don't know. But I was singing and making little noises, like humming and whistling and all kinds of stuff. He was like, oh yeah, I remember that. Looking up at me. So, anyways, yeah, she was coming in here to close the door. This, you can probably tell I look a little different, bright faced. I'm in basically my closet. So we have the bedroom, the bathroom, then the bathroom leads to this closet, decent sized little closet here. So I got this green screen that pulls up and stays up. Just zip it, it pulls right up, it stays up, pull it back down, it comes down. It's nice and sturdy and, nice and tight like a tiger. And I'm in here basically with my laptop Got the mic, got that new camera or webcam I was telling you about. And that webcam I think is what makes me look so kind of bright-ish. But it's working good. Got a second monitor in here. I'm waiting on a HDMI to DVI cable so I can actually attach that to my laptop, and then I'll have two screens. You know, I like to share the screen sometimes and show you stuff. I hate using just a single screen laptop when I go to switch the scene for you, and it shows, you know, like my recording software. I have to move it out of the way. Like it's not like the old Realist News Studio in the back of my property. The basically my man cave. And on that note, I think I'm going to. We've got like a little computer room downstairs. Not computer room, more like a music room. My drum set's down there. We've got a piano down there, like an electric piano, Yamaha down there. And that's a couple amp speakers, monitors, and we jam sometimes, me and the kids or whatever. But I thought, well, little Ian's coming. He's going to stay in our room for a while in the crib. But at some point, we need our privacy back. Can't have, you know, little jabroni in there standing up, looking at mom and dad and, you know, whatever. Like, all right, son, you know, you're 2 years old or whatever now, or a year and a half, I don't know. Time for you to go downstairs, you know. So we have a nice little room there. It's small, but for him, you know, till he's at least 5, he'd probably be totally fine in there. So I thought, well, I'll take all the music equipment, which is just that electronic piano and the speakers and the drum set, out to my man cave. What? Yeah. Well, it might last him a few years. But we're thinking about doing an add-on to this house, this area. Like, we have this huge living room area that's just wide open up top. Like, man, we could take the top where the little walkway is, go all the way across, like, you know, make an extra room if we needed to. But that's later on. Like my mom said, you might be moving. Remember that 2 years ago? You're going to be moving at some point. I think in 2 years from now. Which she told me then afterwards a while. You're still moving, but I don't think it's going to be in that 2-year time frame I told you. But I still see you, or at least buying another house, moving somewhere. I don't know that you'll sell this house. Maybe you'll have this in another house. Like I was telling you the other day, I was wanting to go to the Southwest with my daughter, Jean-Claude, his daughter. My wife, unfortunately, had an emergency C-section, so I had to cancel that trip. Or else I'd have been there today, actually. I told Jean-Claude, just go. Go with your daughter. Have fun. We already got the house rented. Like, I've got cancellation insurance for the flights. For medical purposes, this is absolutely covered. So he's like, yeah, go ahead and go. So he made it. He's there today. I've been chatting with him on via text, and he made it. And him and his daughter are there. They got to the house we always rent, you know. Everything's good. So at any rate, yeah, just few little plans are changed. So this is the first video I'm doing in my closet with this little green screen thing on my laptop with a newer, whatever, this eMeet C960 camera, and this microphone I showed you, which looks like this. Got a little mini tripod right there. You just kind of set it in the corner. It's close enough that I don't have to, you know, like if I'm this close to it, this is like a lot of times you'll hear podcasters and stuff talking this close to it, and, you know, it's inches away from their face, which I could do theoretically. I mean, I could sit up like this and do videos and get close to it, or get a little boom, a little mic, or even a camera tripod. I think it's got the mount, maybe. I can't remember, at the bottom possibly. I don't need all that. This is a good distance. I'm sitting here comfortable. It's about like just out of range where my finger's disappearing. It's right. And I can actually see my green screen thing moving a little bit. Let me switch that back. Here we go. So, video number 1 with the new setup, if you will. And time to get on to